Hi friends, this is Jackie Williams, and today I want to share with you another fun, quick birthday card. This one today we'll be using the beautiful Bouquet stamp set. This one does have a set of coordinating dies, but we're not using the dies today. Although if you buy them together you get 10% off, so it's a really good one to have a look at. So this is the blue version. And you can also do a kind of more of a purpley and pink version with fresh fig and sugar plum and raspberry. I'm going to demonstrate the blue version today. So first thing is we have a piece of Whisper White. I use the thick Whisper White. You can use an A5 size folded in half, or if you're in an Imperial Market, about 5.5 by 4 1/4. Now I've used some strips of the Wood Textures paper. I had some strips left over from another project. So these are probably about 1.5 inches wide, but you're only going to see little bits of it, so it doesn't really matter. It's a good little project for using up your scraps. All right, so let's do some stamping. Now I recommend you use the Stampin mat for using stamp sets that have photopolymer. I'm just going to put a piece of grid paper over that so I don't get ink on my Stampin mat, and I suggest you do the same. Now I think it's a good idea to start with your words first, and then you can put your flowers around your words. So we'll stamp the happy birthday in the Memento Black. Let me straighten this up like so. And then I've used this stamp set quite a bit, as you can see, and I've decided that it's actually easier if you stamp the blossoms first. So we're going to use Bermuda Bay and Pool Party and Island Indigo. So let's start with our Bermuda Bay first. Now this stamp goes, this little divot here in the bottom, here in the stamp, that goes on the bottom. So we'll want to stamp that down. And then when you're stamping your flowers, you want to kind of turn it this way and then that way, so they don't look like they're all just in a row like soldiers. And then let's go with the Pool Party. So let's do that one kind of straight. And then this one over to the side a little bit. And last we'll use the Island Indigo, just one of those, about like so. Oh, you know what? I did ink around the edges, but I think I have stamped on the other side. I did. That's all right. We will do it again. And then to do the stems, we'll use the Lemon Lime Twist. You could also use Old Olive, but I think this Lemon Lime Twist gives it a really fresh sort of look. So the reason why I suggested you stamp the blossoms first is just from watching people. I think it's ultimately just easier to line up the stems inside the blossoms rather than the other way around. But you can have a little experiment with that and see what feels better for you, but give it a try like that. Okay, so now we're going to ink around the edges again. Well, I'll do it again. You wouldn't have seen it before. So I'm just using a bit of crumb cake and a sponge and just inking around like so. Just lightly. You could go heavier if you wanted more of a vintage look, but I just want it kind of edged without looking too grungy. Then next we want to put on our ribbon, and we're using the Bermuda Bay mini chevron ribbon, and we will tie this into a neat knot. Now I've put up a video a few weeks ago showing in detail how to do this so that you can use the least amount of ribbon and get a nice little neat knot. Okay, so once you have that trimmed about how you want, sorry, then you're just going to cut that loop and then we'll tie that around. And I think we need tear and tape at this point. So just tack that down there. That was maybe a little bit high. just going to scoot that down because that will bug me. Okay, that's great. Just like that. And I like how that's falling. Okay, let's get rid of this. Now, the next thing we want to do is add our trim, and we'll use the ribbon border punch, and I'll just give you a quick demo on that. You see this is the punch under here, and then on either side you have little pictures of the punch. So you can just punch, you can start on the end or start in the middle, and then you're just going to move it from side to side and match the existing punch, or the existing punched part, over the pictures, and then you will get this continuous pattern. Okay, I've already done those, but just so you've got that idea. And the fun thing about this one is, let me just show you, you've got two sides to it, so you can get two quite different looks. So across the bottom of our stamped image, we will use the more lacy part, and across the top you will use the other side of the punch and get just a little thin scallop shape. So you've got both of those on the same punch. Okay, and then from there we're just going to put this on our card front using dimensionals. And you can put this off center or right in the center, whatever looks good to your eye. And then last thing, we'll use some of our clear faceted gems. I've really enjoyed these and the gold ones in the catalog. And then you can add some coordinating sequins throughout your project, which looks quite nice. You can just throw those through. Okay, then inside your project, you can just stamp your flowers again, and then another birthday sentiment, and then of course stamp a coordinating envelope. So I hope you give this a try, and I would love to see anything that you come up with. This is Jackie Williams. Thanks for stopping by.